Most people live far below their true potential. They quit the moment life becomes uncomfortable, the moment pain arrives, or the moment failure bruises their confidence. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins is not just a motivational book, it is a brutal awakening. It tears apart excuses, destroys self-pity, and forces the reader to confront the uncomfortable truth that the greatest obstacle in life is usually the person staring back from the mirror. Goggins begins his story as an overweight, insecure young man trapped in poverty, racism, fear, and hopelessness. His childhood was filled with violence, trauma, and constant emotional pain. He worked dead-end jobs, lacked direction, and believed his life was destined for mediocrity. Yet beneath all that suffering was a hidden reservoir of strength waiting to be discovered. The book's central message is that human beings are capable of far more than they believe, but accessing that hidden power requires pain, discipline, accountability, and relentless self-honesty. One of the most unforgettable ideas in the book is what Goggins calls the 40% rule. He explains that when the mind tells you that you are exhausted, broken, or finished, you have usually only reached around 40% of your actual capacity. The body still has more to give, but the brain wants comfort and safety. Most people obey that voice instantly. Goggins chose to fight it. He transformed himself through extreme discipline, losing massive amounts of weight in an incredibly short period just to qualify for Navy SEAL training. While others searched for motivation, he built identity through suffering. He learned that confidence is not created by positive thinking alone, it is earned by surviving difficult things repeatedly. Every painful workout, every sleepless night, every challenge completed became proof that he was becoming stronger than his excuses. The book repeatedly emphasizes that pain is not the enemy. Pain is the forge where mental toughness is created. Goggins argues that modern society conditions people to avoid discomfort at all costs. People seek easy entertainment, instant gratification, shortcuts, and validation, but comfort slowly weakens the mind. Growth only happens when a person willingly enters difficult territory. This philosophy is visible throughout his life as he pushes himself through ultramarathons, military training, brutal endurance races, and impossible physical challenges despite injuries, exhaustion, and failure. What makes his story mesmerizing is not superhuman talent, but his refusal to surrender mentally. Again and again, he proves that resilience is often more powerful than natural ability. Another powerful lesson from the book is the importance of radical accountability. Goggins introduces the concept of the accountability mirror, where he forced himself to face the truth every single day. Instead of blaming society, bad luck, his past, or other people, he examined his own weaknesses honestly. He wrote down his failures, insecurities, fears, and goals directly on the mirror so he could never escape reality. This practice transformed his mindset because improvement only begins when excuses end. He believed that most people waste energy protecting their ego instead of confronting their limitations. The moment a person accepts responsibility for their life completely, they regain control over their future. The book also explores the idea of callousing the mind. Just as hands become tougher through repeated friction, the mind becomes stronger through repeated exposure to hardship. Every difficult experience builds emotional endurance. Goggins trained himself to seek adversity because he understood that struggle creates resilience. When challenges appeared, he stopped asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and started asking, "What can this teach me?" This shift in perspective transformed suffering into fuel. Fear became training. Failure became education. Weakness became a target for growth. The reader slowly realizes that mental toughness is not something people are born with, it is constructed through repeated acts of courage and discipline. One of the most inspiring elements of the book is its rejection of motivation as a reliable force. Goggins explains that motivation is temporary and unstable. Some days you feel inspired, but most days you do not. Successful people act anyway. Discipline becomes the bridge between goals and achievement. Goggins woke up every day committed to doing difficult things regardless of how he felt emotionally. This mentality allowed him to separate feelings from actions. He understood that waiting to feel ready is one of the greatest traps in life. Strength is built by acting in spite of fear, exhaustion, doubt, and discomfort. By the end of the book, the reader understands that "Can't Hurt Me" is ultimately a confrontation with limitation itself. It challenges the comforting lies people tell themselves about why they cannot change. Goggins does not promise an easy life, instant happiness, or magical success. Instead, he offers something far more powerful: the realization that suffering can become transformation when faced with courage. The book leaves readers with a haunting but empowering truth: inside every human being is an untapped version of themselves that only appears when life becomes difficult. Those who embrace struggle instead of running from it discover a level of strength, discipline, and resilience they never believed possible.